Hello, it's Susan Duclos, with All News Pipeline. It's November 14th, 2014. We are at a CNN YouTube channel where Dr. Seema Yasmin is talking about a mystery illness that's responsible now for paralyzing 75 children across 29 states. Now, Dr. Yasmin is the medical correspondent for CNN, but she was also a former CDC disease detective. So she's very familiar with what she's talking about. Now, this video that you're looking at right now will also be embedded in the article associated with this, and you really want to hear what she has to say. Now, a lot of people seem to think that this has to do with the EV68. Well, it doesn't, and she explains here that while there are similarities, it is not EV68. In fact, over at the CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, enterovirus D68, which they call EV68, it has now infected a confirmed 1,116 people in 47 states and the District of Columbia. Now, there's been similarities, like I said, commonalities in it, one of which, as she explains, days before these kids became paralyzed overnight, they did have some sort of respiratory problem, whether it was cold, flu, whatever, and then they became paralyzed. So these are two different illnesses, and yet they're attacking in the same year. Now, bear with me here. There have been claims, and there's ample evidence to support these claims, that this is some sort of bioweapon attacking, specifically created to attack children. There's, like I said, there is ample evidence that those kind of weapons exist, and we're going to go over and discuss that a little bit in the next segment. Give me a second here. Now we're at Wikipedia. They have ethnic bioweapons, which they also call biogenic weapons. They aim to harm only or primarily persons of a specific ethnicities. I couldn't get that out. I need more coffee. Or genotypes. Now, if you take a look at genotypes, what you have here is a makeup of a cell, an organism, or an individual, usually with reference to a specific characteristic. So we know that there has been experimentation. It's been documented well on creating, I guess what they would call it is like a genetic bullet, where it only attacks certain people. Now we're going to go back to the CNN one. So we have two now. There's a lot of enteroviruses out there, but two specifically that is basically a massive outbreak, because when you're talking 47 states and DC, that's across the whole country. And now you're talking this mystery illness, 75 children paralyzed across 29 states, and they're paralyzing children overnight, according to the video name. Mystery illness paralyzes kids overnight. So what are the chances that somebody, I'm not going to say who because no idea, but is deliberately creating a virus that's attacking children here in America? I mean, what a better way to demoralize a country than to go after their children in a way that nobody seems to be able to stop. And as she will explain, nobody even knows what it is. It's literally a mystery, and it's attacking children. And with everything else going on, if you look on Google search, you'll see that nobody's talking about this except CNN. Now, there were some stories about this mystery illness paralyzing children in California back in February. January and February of 2014, they were talking about this, and then it just stopped. But obviously, since we see that it's going on right now, because this video was published on November 14, 2014, obviously it hasn't ended, and nobody's paying attention to it. That's another. kind of wondering why nobody's talking about it, why it's not being reported all over, why parents aren't being warned. Also, I can't find anything that shows which states this mystery illness is hitting. So these are questions that need to be asked, and it doesn't seem that our mainstream media is asking them. Thank you.